Hello, hello everybody. Sanbonani. I know I haven't posted anything in a long time. Those that know me very well will know that what I'm about to do is probably the most excruciating thing I would ever have to do. I'm basically reaching out to anyone that can help me, whether you are in South Africa or you are in the UAE. I will summarize my story because of the constraint of time and the amount of time I have to actually be able to record this. I have been living here for 6 years and I was here with my family. Beginning of this year, I lost my job and I really hoped that I would be able to find a job, which I was not, still have not been able to find a job. The company I worked for basically told me to either resign or get fired. And guess my ego could not take the word fired, and I decided that I would resign. They then allowed me to stay on the residency visa, while I was looking for another job. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the job, so they had to cancel the job. They had to cancel the visa. Upon cancellation of my visa, I then got a travel ban from the bank. I had a loan with the bank here, which I was about to complete in April. And with the job loss, I couldn't pay. We all make decisions. We're thinking it's the right decision at the time. And I take full accountability that I could have made better decisions this year. However, I am here where I am now and I need some help. Not some help, I need help, guys. In the meantime, I have found a job in South Africa. However, I cannot leave this country until I pay them how much I owe them, which I do not have. Even though I've approached them to say, I will make a deal, or not a deal, but an agreement to say, I will pay you. This is where I'm going to be working. This is how much I'm going to get paid. It's still a no. I'm not sitting here literally without proper housing, scrabbling through. I think I was wise enough to be able to get my children out of the country so that they're at least safe back in South Africa. I've been to immigrations, I've been to the court, I've spoken to our amazing consulate, and nobody has actually even tried to help me. Well, they have tried. They said they could do that, they could do that. I tried to follow up on other things that they said they could help with, and everybody's just gone quiet. I am not one for drama. I'm not one to get people involved in my personal life. But if there's anyone that can help me, to speak to anyone that can help me with this challenge that I have right now. It's actually not a challenge, it's a crisis. I wish I could start crying to show you how serious this is, but this is the kind of person that I am. I am literally stuck in a foreign country and I don't know how I'm going to leave. I don't know how I'm going to leave. I'm not saying I don't want to pay whatever I owe these people. I'm saying I have a job in South Africa. I've got a job offer in South Africa. Let me make up a way to pay you. And it's like, no, you need to stay. Stay for what? I don't have a job. I don't have a place to stay, a proper place to stay. And what must I do? So if anybody can come up, because I have I have tried everything I can. I've been to immigrations, I've been to the court, I've been to the consulate. So if anybody out there can just help me find a solution.
You see this life, they say never. How long has she been in the United Arab Emirates, the UAE? How long has she been there? They say, oh, South Africans don't travel. They never travel. South Africans are self-sufficient. They live in their country. They don't ever travel. You can never see South Africans being a query. So now a South African is a query in another person's country. Yes, she cannot leave because she's on loan and she smuggled her children out of the country and sent them back to South Africa. Imagine if it were a Nigerian that this thing happened. Oh, Nigerians, they travel too much. They never stay in their country. Yeah. Da. Oh, you would have heard what do. But you see, I would have done a campaign to say, let's help this woman. Let's bring her out. Let's do this for her. Let's do that for her. Right now, she's homeless. She doesn't have accommodation. Let us flip the coin if it were in Nigerian. These are the same people that will come under my comment section and saying South Africans don't ever travel. But you see, now because we are beginning to speak out about a lot of things that are happening in South Africa, even the South Africans who were hiding certain things are beginning to speak out. They are beginning to speak out. Can't you see this, our sister? She's speaking out before. In those days, she will not speak out. She will just keep quiet and not say anything about her condition so that that South Africa will not be seen in a bad light. It is Nigerians that are what seen in a bad light. In fact, if it were in Nigeria and this thing happened to, they will so share it to you. Life will begin to tire some people. But look at her. I'm not mocking her. No. I'm not mocking her, but her people are very, very terrible. The way they treat foreigners. Now, see, I think God allowed this woman to go through this so that when she goes back to South Africa and she sees foreigners being in her position, she will have the right counsel to give. She will not say, hey, queries, leave them alone there, they are query. But you don't know that your sister or brother is somewhere in query. It's the same. The other time it was in a South African in Dubai. He was also stranded. They caught him with illicit powder. I don't want to call it for the name it is. You know that powder now that they put under the nose? Is it under the nose or be on top of the nose? That illicit powder. They caught him with it. And he was begging for the South African government to come release him. But you know what? One thing about South Africa, even if you bring evidence like this, they'll say it's a lie. In fact, you see this woman, it will shock you. South Africans will watch this video and say it's in Nigerian. They will say the woman is Nigerian because she doesn't speak like them. They will say she's Nigerian. Hey, kali kali I'm not happy because of what she's going through. But if it's a Nigerian that called her for help like this, Nigerian celebrities will get up and begin to rally around. So let me ask a question. What are the South African celebrities doing? Let them rally around and do something for her. This cry for help, she did it, I think 2 days to Christmas. And what we are already in January 3rd. Who knows what she's going through right now? Because she's not paying the loan. They can't allow her to travel. Of course, her passport is already in question. And you know one thing is, South Africans have places they can travel without any going with passport. It is easy for them to travel. Yeah. But you people don't know if Nigerians can travel to certain countries without passport also. You just get up. The competition is what is making you people enter into this mess. And she's saying that ordinarily people that know her will know that she doesn't even come out to do things like this. Yes, she will not come out to do things like this ordinarily, right? Because she's South Africa. What if South Africa was super good, as she claimed, as they all claim? What is she doing in the UAE? What is she doing? Let me call it Dubai, because people think UAE is actually Dubai. UAE is a country. Dubai is a part of the UAE. Do you understand? What is she doing there? Let us know. What is she doing there? She said she went to work. Is there no work in South Africa? So now, because of what has happened to you, remember that South Africa is existing. Because before now, if they ask you what are you doing, so South Africa has slow shading, South Africa is this, South Africa is the crime is too much. In UAE, there is no crime. You can keep your phone in Dubai Mall and go and come back, and you will see it there. That's one of the reasons why a lot of you left. But Dubai, And you see, look at the statement she made, that her pride got a part of her. If they told you to resign, you could have at least pleaded, because knowing to fully well that you're living there is basically on that permission, resident permit you are carrying. It's based on that job. There are ways to go about, but you South Africans, your pride no be here. Your pride no get even, you don't even get part 2. I'm glad you know that it got a part of you, because you people are used to, like what I saw in the other video, you people can just come to a place, walk, before you know it, you are gone. I only pray that God comes through for you, because I don't believe a South African will be stranded in the UAE and calling for help. No shelter, no proper food, nothing. And I hear your government is so swift to doing things. How come your home affairs? Wait though, your home affairs was so strong and active to write that issue, and collected Chidinma's ID card, and also sent people. A lot of people were spearheading the removal of Chidinma. South Africans were flexing muscles online. They have so much money. Let them come and save you. It's as simple as ABC. Let them come and save you. Yes, South Africans were making mouths. Now the Home Affairs or whatever, your consulate or whatever, they are not answering you. But if it were to struggle for pettiness, they were everywhere being very active. Now they are not active. And I tell you people that the challenge we have in Africa, I won't call it African problem. The challenge we have in Africa is the fact that our leaders are not being accountable. If our leaders are accountable, we all will wake up and call them to order and tell them, you must do this, you must do that. So South Africa, come and help your sister, or don't allow her stranded.